here's a thought for you. When you have the opportunity to be right versus being kind, choose to be kind. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but I think especially now with all that's going on in the world, and especially through the filter of social media, people, and I've pointed this out, people think that their opinion matters. They think that their opinion on something that's very divisive is ultimately going to convert other people to the way of thinking, and actually it has the opposite reaction because of identity protective cognition. People are trying to prove each other wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. You're ignorant, you're immoral. That's ultimately the tone here. Well, ultimately, being right is largely a relative issue. So the concept of being right is sort of irrelevant. But what's not irrelevant is being kind to people. So when you have the option to either be right, which, see, that's the thing, being right. Okay, so you're right. It's more about that you're wanting to get confirmation that you are right. But if you're right, then you're right. Why do you need confirmation of that? Why can't you be happy with thinking, you know what? In my mind, I am right, but I don't need confirmation that I'm right by trying to prove somebody else wrong. Instead, I can be kind to this other person who has a different viewpoint than me, who's living in their own truth, and they have their own version of right. Seems like the world would be a better place if we stopped caring about being right. It's irrelevant. It's relative to the perspective, which is largely divided into two tribes, whatever the thing is, whatever the conversation is. So when you have the opportunity to be right, which you can't often prove anyway, and largely doesn't really matter anyway, because why do you need confirmation of being right? If you know who you are and you're confident in yourself, why do you need to know that? Or you could be kind. Actually, this week, I was at the grocery store. I was talking to the girl making the sandwiches. We got some subs. I was wearing a Metallica t-shirt. We talked about what our favorite album was. We agreed the Black Album was our favorite. Let me look this up just to prove this. So she said, another reason I like the Black Album by Metallica is because it came out the year I was born. To which she immediately said, 1994. And granted, I know that it didn't come out in 1994. I know that it came out. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to look it up right here. Because I didn't look it up since then because I already knew the answer. There it is, 1991. I knew good and well the Black Album was 1991. I didn't tell her. Didn't matter. She thought it was 1994, the year she was born. I let her believe that. I chose kindness over being right. Why is it? Actually, it was 1991. It was 3 years. Why? People will like you more if you're kind instead of being right. You can't gain respect by being right as easily as you can by being kind. Your thoughts, comments, and beliefs belong right here.